Welcome back. Potato chips, a tasty snack for so many of us, but for Zoe Sadler, for years, it has been her entire diet. For more than 23 years, Zoe lived with avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. And during that time, she only ate cheese and onion potato chips on white bread. Hypnotherapy recently helped her overcome the eating disorder.
And Zoe joining us now here on Morning Rush, along with her hypnotherapist, David Kilmurry. Thanks so much to both of you for getting up early and being with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, Zoe, let me walk you through this, and I'm so happy we're having this discussion. I think the more people that hear about this, they feel less alone if they're going through something similar. So, Zoe, how did you know that you had an eating disorder, and then what made you want to get help after battling it for more than 20 years?
I think from a young age, I knew I was different to my friends. I'd go around their houses and they'd have a full meal, and I'd be like, "Ooh, I don't like any of that." Or when I was at home, like my mum and dad would try and feed me stuff, and I was always like, "Oh no, don't come near me, it would make me feel sick." And yeah, I've just kind of stuck with the crisp sandwiches because I knew it was safe. I knew I was getting food, I was getting fed. And then I think since being diagnosed with MS, I thought to myself, this isn't healthy. I need to start changing my diet if I can. And then I seen an article that David did probably a couple of years ago now, and it was they had ARFID as well. And I was like, oh, I should probably see if I can change from that, because I knew I need to start being healthier and stuff like that. And that's where David comes in.
and Dave, before we're going to get to you in 1 second, just a quick follow-up. How did you decide on the chip sandwich? Why was that appealing to you? Or why did you think that was healthier?
I really don't remember. I was super young when I guess I started eating them. I think I just thought it was safe. I think I don't know where it come from, but I just known for the 23 years that is pretty much all I've ate every day.
Wow.
I don't know why I thought it was safe. I think it was just the texture was safe.
Interesting.
And stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dave, to you now. You've helped thousands of people overcome eating disorder. Can you explain how hypnotherapy is used to help those with eating disorders? I don't think we automatically go mentally to, okay, let's go see a hypnotherapist. So how did this work for you?
Hi, guys. Well, thank you so much for having Zoe and myself on your programme to discuss ARFID. First and foremost, it's an absolute honour and a pleasure. I'm so proud of Zoe. As I am all of our clients, and especially our USA clients as well. Big shout out to them. Just to let you know that ARFID is when we are convinced, or self-convinced ourselves, that all food is going to hurt us. It's almost like as if you're going to try and eat a Scotch bonnet, for example. That's kind of how it feels for an ARFID sufferer. They think that every single food will give oral trauma. And Zoe had convinced herself from an early age, bless her, that she couldn't eat. And that's when I step in and convince everybody that they can eat. And Zoe's done remarkably well. I can't applaud her enough, really. And everyone needs to kind of give her a little clap and a well done and a woo-woo, because she's been going out and eating restaurant meals with her fiancé. We've got her wedding coming up next year, and thank God, God bless, she'll be able to eat with the rest of the reception. So thanks for having us on, and thank you. And yeah, I will say that the eating disorder is curable once you work out that you can eat, and it's just a psychological trick kind of that you've played on yourself for those years. So yeah, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, so how long did this process take? Dave, I'll ask you first, because I'm imagining this isn't just a snap of the finger and then she all of a sudden can eat other things besides these sandwiches. So how long did this take?
Well, Zoe did all the work. Zoe decided that she was going to address it, and that's where the first where it starts. And she booked in, and she sat down. We had a chat. We made friends, if you like, and found out about what safe foods were and establish what would be a reasonable fuel intake for her body. And after a hypnosis, we sat and we can see her there eating rice in the clinic, just in front of me there. And yeah, so she started eating straight after the hypnosis, but she was ready. Bear in mind that it's been 23 years where she's kind of been thinking about food, but not known how to bridge the gap. And that's where we come in. It's a highly misunderstood eating disorder. It is an eating disorder. It is recognised in the medical profession as now in the DSM-5 as a real eating disorder. Wow. And I know that thousands of families, thousands in America, are struggling, humiliated and embarrassed by it, and trying to take responsibility themselves. Parents are all struggling and thinking, well, what can I do? What can I do? Go down the usual routes, and you need psychology or someone versed in ARFID, which is also known as neophobia.
Mm-hmm. And Zoe, how are you feeling now? How is your health, and what is the best advice that you would give to other people who are struggling with their own personal battle with food and diet?
I'm doing really well. I've been eating fruit and veg daily now, and it's just nice to not have the anxiety of thinking, oh, I need to look at the menu before I go out. Yeah, it's just been really nice to it's less stress on me, and that's all down to David. He's always checking in, helping me, always wanting to know if I've got any new safe foods. I think the advice is just, if you know something's wrong, always try and get your help, wherever that may be. But yeah, if you've acknowledged you need help, then you can find it anywhere. And yeah, I think that just knowing there is help out there for absolutely anyone. So yeah.
If you acknowledge you need help.
Exactly, that's the first step. But Zoe, before we let you go, really quickly, what was the first new meal that you tried, and what new foods have you been enjoying? Maybe what's your favorite?
The first one was, have you heard of Wagamamas?
No.
No, there's a katsu curry.
We've not heard of that.
So it's a katsu curry, which is super scary for someone suffering with ARFID. It's a lot of sauce, there's rice, there's chicken, but that was my first meal, and a chili squid, which was really super proud of myself for trying that.
Wow, well, good for you.
Chips
That's
to
awesome.
squid, there we go. I wish we had more time, because I would like to change gears and ask you both why you think Americans love your queen so much. But we'll maybe book that segment for another day. But Zoe, we're happy to hear that you're healthy and doing a lot better, and certainly hear also about the benefits of hypnotherapy. Thank you both for sharing your story today. We appreciate it.
Thank
you for having us on, and God bless America.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Long live the queen.
Yes.
And have a nice day.
No problem. All right.
We love you